Next, it's an NFC South showdown. The Falcons have won 9 of the last 11 against the Panthers, while Carolina looks for a win in Atlanta in back-to-back seasons. Week 8 is coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 8 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Ryan going to give this to Davis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Right now. It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Falcons send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his second touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can fly, or they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. On 1st down, Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Trimble with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit. It allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Davis running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You're not going anywhere,
now
man.
whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive of 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. Again, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made him by dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Play action for Davis. Now Ryan.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Ryan. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's out right at the 25.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. On 3rd down, Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they They will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
7 yards to pick up there.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Ryan to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 29, Darnold.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, it's Davis. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
A first down throw, Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. That caught by Trimble. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. You got it. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. On 1st down, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man 2?
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. John Kaminsky picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. John Kaminsky able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. Very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. A gain of 3, second down. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw Darnold. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Darnold.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said